Coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down, will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9. And to no one's surprise here, Denver will carry through back of the end zone for a touchback.
From the beginning to the middle. I have it on the playlist. I have it on the playlist. It's just in my Apple playlist.
How the fuck you looking for something you know where it's at?
First down, Mayfield.
You know what type of oxymoron that is you just said, bro?
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Mayfield now from the 50. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
This nigga keep giving me
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time. He was reaching, bringing the football.
I thought you were throwing it up to me, but
decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Oh no, my point guard, nigga, I gotta definitely
second down, Mayfield again. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got the lane, and there he goes.
This nigga just ran to the house in a second Wildcat.
90 yards. And
Wait,
they're able to strike first here on their opening drive.
That's why I don't be liking that. Nigga better if you change direction. It seems like everybody is fucking everything. Niggas just go laugh at everybody still goes free. Like, nigga, can't be that dumb, man.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Mayfield finding Beckham. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A run for Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 11. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He's got a first down and more past the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. Now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flacco will use the arm this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to be a quarterback and know how you actually want to reach it. Do you do it with
My
your
fault,
humor?
nigga.
You break the
2
ice.
wins in a row, nigga. Niggas came back from more and got their ass
Maybe
whooped
I'm getting
again.
started with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message,
He's coming,
it
nigga.
has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
You wanna fuck with me? You wanna fuck with me?
So the previous play, a big help, is now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After 1-7 on EA Sports.
That do a good job at staying relevant.
Oh, D, I love that. He's nasty.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Woo, I almost got my All-Star 3 finally. Jesus Christ, this shit took forever.
Hurry! King! 36!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Let's go, baby.
Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now
back
on
to
the
back to
board
back
here
in
in the
my
1st
bullshit.
half. Extra point by Seibert,
Yeah.
up and good, and we are
Got
tied
in
at
with
7.
the repeat.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Need to take one wing.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Second play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. But that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Nice completion there by Joe Flacco, who's probably going to miss being able to play Cleveland twice a year. Gosh, in his 11 seasons as a starter in Baltimore, he was 17-3 against the Cleveland Browns, and now he'll try to get a victory in a Broncos uniform. Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw.
He's got
it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman.
Well, I can't wait to unlock my contact dunker. That's not going to be until I'm like a 95.
7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping
I was
for
dealing with my
drag
man the other
routes,
day.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco, screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back into 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'm putting the gun in, stepping inside.
I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that make it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there.
Hey, what's that block for me, baby?
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near his end.
Oh, no,
He's able
stop,
to rattle
no.
off 6 on the carry.
Oh,
That'll get him
no,
to 3rd
stop,
and 4.
no. Oh, that pressure goes to feed you. They don't know what we do. They don't know the blah we do. They don't know the blah we do.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Up past the rock.
Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Now this is where field awareness comes into He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Give me your block, give me your block. The cops. He's voted by the piece.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Ok, mejor porque así no me tengo que preocupar de cocinar ahora. Kobe, come.
Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Oh, what'd you say, pussy? You wanna fight? Sick of your shit, bro. I'm really sick of it, yo. I'm sick of your fucking shit, bro.
Either download Fight Night, nigga, or get a membership to a fucking Crunch.
Nigga, how about you get fucking Fight Night? You don't even have Fight Night. Fuck up, man. That's just gonna get access, though. Nigga, download it, nigga. I'll fuck you up.
Is it really? In the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Then I got
a big hitter to start the drive, has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right. Hey, Steve 6.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Over.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
That's why you made that song. You ain't know that, bro. I just put you in.
Funny guy. You're funny. I like you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
In the history of humans to never be put on.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Let's get off the field. Check. Alert flare. Real. Tighten up.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Yo, you seen Facebook bought over 5 million square feet up in the Hudson Yards for the new offices?
No, I didn't know that.
45. Alert. I can't believe they even
From the gun, Mayfield going for it all. For a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Let's go, boy.
Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, my gosh.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Flacco. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Never have. Good. Let's go.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah, well.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I just bounced him in the floor, man. Fuck.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's our time. 5-0.
Flacco. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off.
I'm pressing the bike.
And they get him down, but not
Look at this shit.
takes it across the
Get the fuck out of
40-yard
here.
line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's scary.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco.
Got
And a
him.
big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Block it. Hey, two.
Flacco. He'll let this thing go for Sanders.
Got him.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Regular. Hurry.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
Throw the ball, my nigga. Jesus fucking right.
Mayfield. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Here's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight shift. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Oh, my God.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Flacco. And incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%. And
it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Oh my gosh, bro, that's a great hole, man. Fuck the hit quick. We're gonna put some time.
Winds up paying for it pretty good. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. He'll get this one to Patrick. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic. People want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Oh, this is
intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
You got mashed up.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
From the 16, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
For what?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going into the 4th right now, bro.
They'll run again with Hunt.
Cut me deep, bro. Cut me deep.
That will do it for the third quarter of action.
Oh, I bet.
Back now to Denver. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Nah, I'm here, bro. Like, I'm playing the game, bro. Fuck out of here. You want me to fucking beg and please? You want to feel wanted?
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And again, it's Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
He was raised by
the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everywhere. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a clean first down.
And that's my comeback to your
I think we're seeing the effect that guys like that are starting to have on this game.
To your slander. Slander will not be tolerated.
You don't know animals like I do. I know how he is.
What's up, man? Now you're a vet. Now you're a veterinarian. Shut your ass up.
Now a veterinarian knows animals? No, nigga, I am a biologist.
Now you're a biologist? What's up?
My nigga, you want to ask me anything about animals? Ask me anything.
Yeah, I'm not asking you nothing about animals.
Exactly.
I don't care. To act, not care with you.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Invite him in.
All right.
It's called.
I see it too.
Got him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, shit.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He said you suggested. I'm trying to fucking. I'm over here juking and shit. I see that.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run right side with one. They'll take it into the end zone for the Browns. Touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get the really nice Christmas gifts.
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Nah, facts.
And
You smart.
return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Come here!
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
You're over here.
Gino, they made fun of my big man.
Come on, let's get them, bro. I feel you.
He completes this to Sutton. They'll get 9 yards. That sets him up better.
I don't be cooking that. Yo, my nigga, tell me this. Tell me this. If I would have made my man the 6'11" that I wanted to, tell me I wouldn't be retarded.
What you say, bro?
I'm already nuts, but I'm saying my man initially, I wanted to make him 6'11". I thought he was 6'11".
They've converted 3
but now it'll take away from your vert.
This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes left to
So you
play
see
in
why
this
your man be
football
jumping so
game
high
here
when
on EA Sports.
When you go get rebounds and dunks and shit like that. And you stride into it, you look like you jump higher, harder and shit like that. That's because you're shorter. So you take the good with the bad. Your standing dunks will probably be up, but your dunks to the rack probably will be lower. You feel what I mean? Your driving dunks will probably be lower. Oh, I can't wait to play my fucking point guard. Let's hurry up with this shit.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Flacco, flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
That's definitely not the attitude to have.
You're over here.
Niggas be having the dumbest accessories. These goggles and specs.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
On 2nd and 10, Flacco. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Flacco from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep depth. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. He'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go.
Keep the ball.
And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Love you,
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They run it again with Chubb. Finding room inside the 40. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
180.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The number 1 pick in 2018. He showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go number 1 overall.